you like a challenge? Do you ever undertake a challenge that you've either come up with by yourself or that perhaps you've been in as part of a group or a team, or just because you've seen it on Facebook and or YouTube and it's like the whole world is doing it? Personally, I do love a challenge, and I have undertaken many challenges over the years. I challenge myself to learn to run, challenge myself to run a marathon, to do an Ironman triathlon, to run 100 miles, to run 52 marathons in 52 weeks, to walk 10,000 steps continuously for a month. But I've never done challenges like, let's do 100 push-ups a day for 30 days, or let's let's do the plank for 5 minutes a day for 30 days. And the reason, there's a difference between the fact that I do have done challenges and these latter ones that I just mentioned, is the fact that push-ups, plank, they don't resonate with me. Whereas, running 52 marathons in 52 weeks, that resonates with me. I'm a runner, and I just wanted to challenge myself to see how far I could go. What could this body accomplish? So that's the thing for me with challenges, is I think they're great. I think they do a lot for us. They can boost our self-confidence. They can help, raise our self-esteem. They kind of show us how tough we are, the grittiness that we might have. There's a lot of good that comes in doing a challenge and being successful. But at the end of the day, I believe it has to resonate. Now, I have lately been seeing, coming up on my YouTube feed, the 75 Hard. Now, this challenge has been around for, about 5 years, I guess. And I don't know, it just seems to continue being popular. And if you don't know what the 75 Hard is, it's a challenge that lasts 75 days, and it's comprised of 5 elements. First one being, you must follow some kind of a diet. And it doesn't matter what kind it is, but it has to be a diet. There can be no cheat meals. There can be no alcohol. Next is that there have to be 2 45-minute workouts a day. And one of them has to be outside. And apparently, they have to be apart from each other. So they can't be like an hour and a half in one shot. It's got to be 2 distinct 45-minute periods. You need to drink a gallon of water every day. You need to take a progress picture every day. And you also have to read 10 pages of a nonfiction educational type book. And like I said, I'm always up for a challenge. But when I look at this, before I go on, and if you mess up on any one of these in any particular day, you're supposed to go back and start from day 1 again. So when I look at this challenge, I'm like, I like some of those elements. I think 75 days, that's long enough. I did a little Kickstarter, 21-day Kickstarter challenge about a year ago, where I wanted to, drink more water, get steps in, eat more protein, lose some weight, that kind of thing. And for the most part, it was pretty successful. And I'll put a link to that video. So going back to the 75 Hard, I don't believe really in perfection. I think that there always has to be a little bit of wiggle room. I think that you set yourself up to fail. It's just like this challenge. If you fail, it's really telling you you failed and you go back to square one, instead of saying, okay, that didn't happen today, but let me continue. And at the end, if you've done everything 99% of all of the things in that time period, in my opinion, you're a success. And all of these are things I talked about in terms of, improving your self-confidence, your, mental toughness. I think all of those things still happen. But as I said, I do like some of the elements, and I do like the fact that it is 75 days, because that 21 days was just kind of a intro into starting to create some new habits. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to do the 75 Hard my way. So it's not really the 75 hard anymore, it's the 75 my way. And what I've decided to do is for 75 days, I will eat healthily. I will be in a calorie deficit because I do want to lose some weight. Now, over the course of the year, I wanted to drop some weight, and yeah, I did. I lost like 5 pounds, and I lost it, but it found its way back to me. So now I want to release 10 pounds and release it far off into the blue yonder, like far, far away, so it can never find its way back to me. But being in a calorie deficit, I will say, yeah, I can have some alcohol. Yeah, I can have like pizza or chips, but it will fall within the calories that I've allotted myself for the day. 2 45-minute workouts a day, I'm good with that. Now, in the 75 hard, it says one has to be out of doors. And I agree. I think being outside is a great thing. I think it's really good for our mental well-being, just being outside with nature. But if the elements don't allow, then I will do the hour and a half, and I'll do it indoors. And sometimes a workout will be together. For example, I'm training for a marathon, so I do a long run once a week. And right now my long runs are about 2.5 hours. Well, I'm not going to go into another 45-minute workout. 2.5 hours, that's enough for a day. Drinking a gallon of water. Yeah, I was really terrible at drinking water, and I got up to like a liter or so. And now to get up to the gallon, I think it's great because I do a lot of exercise. So I really feel that having that extra hydration is good for me. Progress pictures. I believe in progress pictures. I think that sometimes the picture is worth 1,000 words or 1,000 things on the scale. You know, the scale tells only part of the story. You can be losing inches and not necessarily losing weight if you're doing a lot of, strength training and other activities. But once a day, why? Why once a day? I think once a week is sufficient, because then I think that's where you see the progress, and I just personally feel that's enough. In terms of reading, I am totally on board with reading 10 pages of a nonfiction educational book. Like, you see the stack of books here? I mean, I love these books. I love buying books like this because I think they offer really useful insights and you can really learn from them. But I just don't give myself the time to read them. I'll peruse maybe a few chapters and then I'll put it aside. So for me, this will be a great habit to get into. And the other thing I'm going to add for myself, a 6th element, is I'm going to record my progress along the way. The good, the bad, the ugly. I'm going to hold myself accountable to whomever may be watching and listening, and say every day I'm going to report on progress. And, just tell you how it's going. Now, if you want to join in with me, that would be wonderful. I'm going to start this on July the 8th. And the reason for that is next week I'm traveling. And I know when traveling, it's, I'll set myself up to fail if I start like on Monday, on July 1st. So I'm starting July 8th. If you want to join me with your own challenge, find 1 to 5 things that you want to do. Something that really resonates with you. That it's like, oh, okay, if I want to lose some weight, okay, I'm going to take 75 days and I'm going to track my food. I'm going to be in a calorie deficit and see how that goes. And, let me know in the comments if this is something that resonates with you. If you do challenges, if you have enjoyed them in the past, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. With all this being said, I'll see you with this video, which will come out on July 8th, and then I will be posting a little short one every day just to give an update. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.